Anti-ICE rioters have turned the city of Minneapolis into a battlefield. No doubt by now you've seen stories in the news of federal officers being assaulted, innocent people being harassed and accused of being ICE agents, and private property getting vandalized and destroyed. A few days ago, I decided to go to Minneapolis and cover these riots myself. And for the very first episode of my brand new show, I'm going to walk you through step by step of what one of these riots looked like from the inside. I'm Will Biagini, and this is Will Asks Questions. Thank you for joining me today. I first caught wind of the protest while I was in my hotel room. And the protest, which eventually did turn into a riot, was to be against then Border Patrol Commander at Large Greg Bavino. It was held at a Spring Hill Suites hotel in Maple Grove, which is a suburb of the city of Minneapolis. Here's what I saw when I first got there. After some time, I got to thinking, do these protesters even know why they're here? I wanted to find out what their goals were. Did they have a specific mission in mind, or were they here to just make some noise? And to answer these questions, I decided to interview a few of the rioters myself. The first individual I interviewed suggested that they were there because they don't support businesses or hotels that give service to ICE agents. Check it out. Is the goal to disrupt his sleep, or is the goal to get him to move hotels? What's the end game?
I think it's kind of, I don't know. I don't think they'd move hotels necessarily. I think if anything, they would just kind of do what they're doing now, where they just bring all the SWAT guys inside and we just kind of stand around until we go home. Some part of it, I think, is also just for the hotel in general, for aiding ICE in this kind of stuff. We don't like hotels or businesses that support, staging up ICE agents so that they can, run through Minneapolis. And then they call us the Gestapo. I decided that one interview wasn't enough. He was very well spoken, but I did not have my answer. What motivates a group of people to go head-to-head with law enforcement in sub-freezing weather, have their precious pots and pans confiscated, and then eventually get arrested if you're one of the unlucky ones? What motivates a group of people to act like that? To answer that question, let's talk to my new friend Liz. I'm here with?
I'm Liz.
Liz, good to meet you. So, why are you guys out here protesting on this night specifically in front of this specific hotel?
Because we found out that a very specific person is having his last night, so we thought we'd say a little goodbye to him.
So what's the end goal of the protest? Is it just to disrupt his sleep, or is it to get him to move hotels?
It is to get as much attention to what is happening here as we can, because we're sick of it. We are sick of what he was doing, and we are going to be sick of the next person if they do what he's doing. Because what is happening right now is not beneficial for anybody.
Say a little goodbye to him? Well, after a while, police came out and declared the protest an unlawful assembly, and they warned everyone that they had 60 seconds to disperse or they would be arrested. And it was at this time, as I was filming, that I had a behind-the-scenes conversation with my first interviewee. Check it out.
Could you leave if they start arresting people? No. I don't have hearing aids. So if they use the certain, devices, I will be having to leave.
Yeah, that's
good damage to me.
It's a long-range acoustic device that produces
Got it.
120 something decibels, which is fast hearing damage.
And then police sprung into action. Everyone was eventually dispersed, and last I heard, around a dozen arrests were made. And then this crazy riot was subsequently shut down. I intend to go back to the Minneapolis area sometime in the near future to continue my coverage of these riots and protests. But in the meantime, like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next episode.